So the problem that I was trying to solve was which month has the highest CO2 emissions overall on average over the years from 1958 to 2020. And what I did was I added up values for one all of the values for 1 month per like all the years, and then divided it by the number of years. Yeah. The information I got is from the Global Monitoring Laboratory, or the GML, and what they did was that they measured the CO2 levels at the Mauna Loa Observatory in the sea. And this was interesting to me because I always wondered whether there was a correlation between the month and the CO2 emission. I made data designs such as compound and list with reference rules with the HDDD recipe. I originally had an optional data design, but later realized that I didn't need it due to a filtering function that I designed later. I designed all my functions using the HTDF recipe. And for my analyze function, I used composition and had many helper functions because I wanted to have one purpose per function like we learned. For the read function, I had one helper function also for the same reason. I used a pyplot to make my plots and chose to return none for my main and analyze functions and just show the plots. I solved the problem by using my analyze function to take in a list of CO2 concentration with month, year, and an average, and returning a graph of the average value of each month of all the years, dividing them, calling all my helper functions 12 times, once for each month. And I did this with helper functions that add all of them, the CO2's values, gives the average, and also filter by month to only put values belonging in the same month together. All of the averages are pretty close as expected, but April wins, as seen here. The most challenging part of the project was getting the sum and average functions to work and just debugging the whole thing. Because every time I debugged something, a new problem arose, and it became extremely time consuming. In the future, I would like to use the design stuff I learned from this class to plot COVID-19 cases in Canada and also see which months are highest. And I also want to do a Mad Libs generator using the function recipe just for fun.